an open concern?
Yes, yes,
Okay, and do you remember, what is the open concern regarding? Or do you have the case number?
I think he said he's gonna send it to my email. I don't have it off the top of my head. Oh God. Uh, Let me see if I can find it
Alright,
here.
when did you call?
Yesterday.
Okay, so I do see that there was a concern open yesterday regarding back injuries.
Yes, my back and my neck are both messed up real bad, and I
Sorry to hear that.
just suffering to death here. I called, talked to all these people, and nothing has changed. And some psychiatrist lady called me, and that psychiatrist lady can't help you with pain. I mean, they try to. They give you medicine that's not meant for pain. Tell you it's pain medicine.
Okay. So yes, and I'm sorry to hear you're in pain. So I am looking on your concern that you opened yesterday, and I do see that it is right now it is being worked on, and so I will notate today that you did contact us and you are still in pain, and you would like somebody to reach out to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it much longer.
You are in pain.
Yeah, I can't stand it anymore.
Sorry to hear that.
I just can't bear it. And the
Okay.
psychiatrist lady called over here
Would you
today.
like?
The psychiatrist people can't help me.
Okay. And did she say she was calling in regards to this concern?
Yeah, either they called this call or it called the crisis hotline. One of the two. I don't know which one, but
Okay.
it's the same
Well,
complaint to both people. My back and my neck are killing me. I can't hardly stand it anymore. Can't hardly get dressed now. And
well, if you contacted the crisis line, then I'm thinking that possibly that is why you were contacted by the psychiatrist.
let's see.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do not see an on this concern where it was notated that a psychiatrist had reached out to you.
I mean, God, I must have called you guys 10 times over the last 3 years. Nothing's changed. Everybody keeps saying that they're going to do something, and they don't do it. They tell me that they're going to send somebody over here for home health care, and they don't have nobody to send over here. Now they're telling me that I got to go to Houston to do these MRIs, and told them I want health care in this community where I'm at. It's too far. Houston's too far for me to go, and they denied me that with no reason why they're denying it. They just said, well, you're not eligible. They already told me I was eligible. I don't know why not eligible all of a sudden. And the MRIs that they're requesting have already been done. The same day I got the letters in the mail, just called scheduling for the MRIs. I got the bill in the mail from them other two MRIs. So the doctor there at the clinic saying that she hand delivered them to the pain management doctor there in Houston, and they're saying that they don't have them up there. And I guess if they just don't want to deal with you anymore, they tell you to do something they know you can't do, and then say it's your fault. I don't drive. I don't own a vehicle. I can't stand that commute all the way up there and go all up into that hospital and sit up there for the hours that they're behind schedule. And I'm in so much pain when I get home. I can't stand it. And all they give me for pain is Tylenol. That's not working.
I'm very sorry to hear that you're in pain and that you are going through all of this. So what I'm doing right now is I am notating your concern that you are in pain and that you really need to have care, and
you
need to have community. Okay, I'm sorry, Slade. Can you
hear me? Yeah, go ahead. You're fine.
Okay. So yes, I am notating that you are in pain and that you need to have care in your community due to the amount of pain you are in. You cannot travel to the VA medical facility that is 3 hours from your home.
Well, it's an hour one way up there, but that's still, it's not so much riding the vehicles and getting in and getting out and walking to there and getting in and out of the clinic and sitting up there for how long you be in the waiting room and all that stuff. And then they're going to tell me that I got to do physical therapy up there. We're going to drive to Houston 3 times a week to do physical therapy. I don't know what's going on up there, but they're not helping me. And I just want there to be a record of that when I commit suicide that I've asked for help and was just denied it, just denied it.
Slade, because you said that, I'm going to transfer you to the crisis line tonight because that worries me.
Yeah, well,
okay,
I mean, if it worries everybody, why is it taking so long?
Slade,
Everybody's saying that they're going to do something, nothing changes and nothing happens. I just day after day grinding through this. I can't get out of my house. I can't go do nothing. I can't hardly wipe my bottom.
Sorry to hear that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place you on a brief hold, and then I'm going to get you over to the crisis line, okay?
Okay.
All right. And before I transfer you over there, I have notated this concern as you requested. Was there anything else I can do for you today?
No, just like I said, when I'm dead, I want somebody to say that it wasn't because I didn't ask for help. I asked for help over and over and over again. And how many years is so many years to wait? They tell me they can't do surgery, or they won't do surgery, that I can't get physical therapy, that I can't get injections, I can't do nothing. And then they're not going to do anything else for my pain but give me Tylenol and tell me to smell some flower smelling patch. That's their pain management, is to smell something that smells like lavender. It's supposed to help me. I got 9 bad discs in my back that I know of. By now there might be even more giving away. And the more time I spend laying on this bed, the worse it gets, because muscles are atrophied and I get stiff and, I can't hardly move out of the bed. I can't hardly. It's a struggle to get up just to go to the bathroom. It hurts.
Okay. All right, and I'm sorry to hear that you're going through that. So, like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place you on a brief hold, and I'm going to get you over to the crisis line, okay?
Okay, if you can expedite that, start whatever y'all are doing up there, please do, because I'm telling you, and I'm not going to make it. My birthday is next week, and I'm not going to make it.
Okay. All right, and I will notate the fact that you need this taken care of as soon as possible.
Yeah, something needs to happen.
So I'm placing. Okay, I'm gonna place you on hold now. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Yes,
Slade?
yes, ma'am.
Hi, Slade. It's Elizabeth again from the White House Hotline. I have Melissa on the line from the Veterans Crisis Line, and she can further assist you from here. Thank you for calling the Department of Veteran Affairs, and thank you for your service, and thank you, Melissa, for helping our veteran tonight. Goodbye. Melissa, are you there? Melissa? Slade, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
I think we lost her, so just give me a second. Let me see. Do you have their phone number?
Yeah, I can look it up on the internet. Or it's probably my phone or something.
Well, I have their phone number here. Let me grab that for you. I'm going to give you their phone number, and then what I'm going to try to do is transfer you, and if it doesn't work, you can contact them, and I will contact them as well to have them reach out to you just in case you can't get a hold of them, okay?
Yeah, you can just try to transfer. I don't have anything in here to write with. You know, it's hurting so bad right now. I can't get out of the bed.
Okay. All right. So, and then I'll try to contact them as well to reach out to you, okay?
Okay.
All right. I apologize. I'm going to try to transfer you directly.
Okay, thanks.
Let me see.
You have reached the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline and Veterans Crisis Line, serving veterans, active duty military, civilians, and all family members outside the continental United States. Please wait while we connect your call to the next available crisis counselor. Your call is now being transferred to the Veterans Crisis Line. Your call will be recorded. Your call may be monitored for quality assurance purposes. During the silent transfer, you may hear beeps. Please stay on the line as your call is transferred to the next available VCL responder.
Thank you for calling the Veterans and Military Crisis Line. This is Richard speaking. How can I assist?
The lady there from the White House Hotline said she can transfer me over there. You guys, I don't know if there's much y'all can do anyway.
Okay. Now, tell me your name.
It's Slade.
Slade, S-L-A-D-E.
Yes,
Okay, Slade, what's going on? What seems to be going on?
I just got this back and neck pain. It's killing me. I'm trying to get help from the VA, and just been 3 years trying to get somebody to help me up there, and haven't done anything yet. So I managed to get some MRIs done, and they sent me a letter and tell me I got to do them again, but I got to go to Houston to do them. I can't get up there. The lady at the clinic down here said that she hand delivered them up there to the pain clinic, and they're saying they don't have them. Telling me that I got to come back up there to do them. I can't do that. I can't even get up there to get my teeth
All right,
fixed.
what don't they have at the pain clinic?
These MRIs of my back and my neck. I just had them done. I've had them done. I've had the whole set of them done like 3 times in the last 5 years. I hand delivered them, the ones I brought from Birmingham, and then they sent me over here to the hospital down here in Lake Jackson to get them done. I did them down there, and now they're saying, I need to do them again, but I got to come up there to Houston to do them. I can't. I can't make it. I don't know why the ones they have ain't good enough for them to work off of right there anyway. Doesn't it's just not going to help me, and I'm not going to make it.
Now, you told the person from the White House hotline what was going on. She said that she was going to look into it. What did she say?
Yeah, she said they opened up some kind of complaint form or whatever there. Take 2 weeks to get back to you. I ain't got 2 weeks left in me, brother.
What do you mean? Are you currently having thoughts of suicide?
Every day.
Do you have a plan to take your life?
Yeah, it ain't gonna be hard.
You said what?
I said it won't be hard to do.
But do you have a plan right now to take your life?
Yes,
What's your plan?
I would call you guys and let y'all know that I'm done waiting for help. Y'all get somebody over here to take care of my cat. Trying to just figure out who I need to leave my stuff to. I need to make some kind of a wheel out and leave it on the counter in there. Get my stuff, but I don't even know anybody that I want to give it to.
Now, I'm not exactly sure. You said you're gonna you said you need to make a will out. Do you have a plan to take your life tonight?
And not tonight. I'm trying to wait. I called them. They said somebody's gonna call me from the clinic. The psychiatrist lady called me today. The psychiatrist lady can't help me. That's what started this whole thing off. Is them trying to use psychiatry to address my pain issues and give me medicine that's not meant for pain. And it's not working, and I tell them it's not working, and they just keep giving me more and more and tell me I need to smell some flowers when my back is hurting and I feel better. I was up there in that hospital for 8 days or something. They told me that the pool therapy was not an option. They told me that the steroid injections were not an option, and they're taking me off of pain medication. I told them I ain't been taking that pain medication for 2 days already. Y'all gotta take me off anything. I've already quit taking it. It wasn't nothing anyway compared to what I've taken in the past for my back. That was half the dosage I'd been taking for 2 years. But I ain't got to take for me off nothing. I told them I ain't taking no pills in 2 days. I hadn't eaten a tray of food in 2 days. I was going back home because they weren't going to do anything up there to take care of me. Then all of a sudden the pool is open and they're ready to give me the injections and
So they are ready to give you the injection?
That's what they said that day, but my dad already called my dad, told him to come get me. You know, I was leaving out of there. The only way I could get home was him, and called him to come pick me up. Told him they ain't doing nothing up here to help me. I'd rather be.
And how long ago was that?
About maybe a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks. I don't know, somewhere maybe around there, 2 weeks. I'd already turned my phone off, man. I'd already given up. Just gonna sit here and wait until I had the courage to do what I need to do. My dad showed up over here. My phone was turned off. I didn't want to talk to nobody anymore. Just tired of the frustration of dealing with them, the lies and the BS. And then all this lady sounds like she really wants to help you. I said, I've heard it 100 times before. No, come on. You know, it's my dad. So I told him, I'd go over there with him to the clinic the next day. We rode over there together. They had all these people there on the computer screen and, tell me they want me to go up there to the hospital and check in, and they're going to get on top of this and find out what's wrong with me and how we're going to address it. And none of that happened. None of that hospital, like I said, on my 8 days or whatever. I said, if y'all telling me after 8 days that y'all don't even have my record, my MRIs here that's showing you what's wrong, how are y'all coming up with my treatment plan if y'all don't even know the extent of my injuries and where they're manifested at, There's just so much their incompetence and is just enough to make you want to vomit, and to get out of there. They don't know what the hell they're doing up there. They don't care.
Well, tell me where you are right now, mentally. Like, you stated that you had a plan, and I know you said that the other day, you were thinking about, taking your life. You said not today. When do you intend on taking your life?
On my birthday.
When is your birthday?
I think it's next Tuesday.
Why on your birthday?
So anybody that reads my tombstone knows that it was unnatural. I'll be the same years old as my brother was. His brother died a couple of years ago. He's 2 years older than me. So I'm kind of torn between the 19th and the 20th. If I did on the 19th, I'd never outlive my brother. He'll still be my big brother. I know that may not make sense to you, but
No, it makes perfect sense. I understand what you're doing. I'm not, agreeing with what you're doing, but I understand what you're trying to accomplish.
let's see. I've called so many people to try to help me, and nothing's happened. And then they had the psychiatrist lady come over here today, and I'm not a physical doctor. I'm a psychiatrist. I'm like, why are you calling me? I don't need to talk to a psychiatrist right now. I mean, I got issues, with some of that. I got PTSD from some things that happened in Germany when I was active duty, all that. But this is a pain in my back that I can't stand.
So the psychiatrist told you today, and you didn't want to talk to him?
I mean, I talked to her. They just made an appointment for me to come up there on Friday. But psychiatrists can't do nothing about back pain. They try to. They give you all this medicine that's not for pain and tell you it's for pain. It's not for pain. And they started making me sick.
And that's the gabapentin?
Yes, And they told me to smell some flowers when my back's hurting. Here, smell some flowers, you'll feel better. That and Tylenol is all they're giving me for my pain.
The gabapentin and Tylenol?
Yes,
Now, do you currently have access to weapons?
Yes,
To a gun?
Sure do, yes,
Okay. And where's that gun located right now?
Which one? They're located everywhere.
Okay, so you have more than one?
Yes,
Okay, how do you store your weapons?
Just put it there right beside the bed. If I need to get to it, it's right there.
Would you agree to move it away from the bed?
No,
While you go
no,
right now?
no, that's pointless. We've already been through all that with other people. Ain't gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna do it tonight, but if I ain't got some meaningful relief from this back pain next week, I'm done. That's why I'm stating it clearly. You know, they tell you when you express that things out to other people, it motivates you to do that. You know, in anything. When there's something that you need to do, you're struggling to do, you tell other people you're going to do it on a certain date or where that motivates you to do it. And I'm just trying to make this thing. I think they keep trying to call over here from your people up there.
Who's that?
I just it says Stonewall on my phone. I don't know what that, or Smooth Wall or something like that. I don't know what it is, but the lady at the VA White House hotline had trouble transferring me the first time, so I don't know if that's why now they're trying to call over here. But they're there with you. It's the same number as I'll call you on. So somebody there, but in your agency or group or whatever is trying to call over here. I don't know who it is though, but. But the psychiatrist people can't help me, I don't know why they haven't called over here to start all this shit in the first place. Mm-hmm.
Do you know what was the person's name?
I can't remember, but I'm sorry. It was the lady at the White House VA hotline. I just called them again. Tell them that I'd called them yesterday, and the psychiatrist lady called over here today, and that's not. She can't help me with my pain to begin with, and even if it was a damn physical doctor, Friday is probably not fast enough, but I don't expect anything. Just like I told that lady at the White House, I just want there to be a record, that I asked for help again and over and over and over again. That for 3 years I've been asking them for these non-narcotic injections. They're steroid injections. They're not narcotic. There's no. It's just a steroid injection, and it's just been one.
Is that the thing that would help you the most? Is the steroid injection?
Yeah, well, at this point, I don't know. I've been laying down for so long now. I don't know what's going to help me. I was getting them injections like once a quarter, and they sent me to some people over here to do them, and it was all the way up there in Houston. I told them I can't make that trip back and forth up there. And just like they did my knee, I had an injection in my knee. I went to the clinic about my knee. They sent me to the orthopedic guy who's in the same office complex over there. He sent me to the hospital over there to get some imaging done. And then the next week I was over there getting an injection in my knee. Just click, 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 just like that. But, I think there's a lot more going on with my back. And that took forever just to get those MRIs done down here. And now they're saying that they don't have them. And the lady at the clinic saying that she's hand delivered them to them. How can they be coming up with a treatment for my back if they don't even know what's wrong with it? That's why I told them that I couldn't do their occupational therapy that I needed to be in a pool or something to take all that weight off my body so I could at least work on some range of motion and try to work out some of this stiffness. And they told me that the pool was closed and that the injections were off the table. And I told them, well, I'm going back home. And then all of a sudden the pool is open and the injections are available. But even though it's too late, my dad's already coming up here to get me. I've been abandoned up there too many times and be left stuck up there with no way home. So my dad's come get me. I'm leaving out of here. I laid in a hospital bed up there for 8 days and nothing happened. No progress. And then to say that they didn't have the MRIs and why is it 8 days later y'all hadn't sent me downstairs to do the MRIs and machine right there. They got the machine there on site. Why didn't they just do the MRIs while I was there and go forward? And 8 days later, they still haven't even looked at the condition of my back. They still don't have any idea what's wrong with me and are telling me to do all these physical therapy things I can't do. It's hurting me so bad. But when I moved back here from Birmingham, that's what I told my cousin on the phone. I said, man, I think if I got with these muscle relaxers and these steroid injections, that I don't think I need them pain pills at all. But they just abruptly stopped all of it. So I haven't had any pain medication for 2.5 years, however long I've been. No injections, no physical therapy.
So, did they tell you why they stopped all of your pain medication and your physical therapy?
Yeah, because they're going to do what they want to do. They said that veterans don't need pain medicine. And they say the injections will make my bones brittle or whatever. But hell, if I can live 10 more years getting them injections once a quarter, that's better than dying next week. They told me they couldn't operate on my neck because they had to go to the front. Everybody I've talked to that's got neck problems that had that surgery to the front, they do it all the time. I don't understand why they're not going to do it, because they can't do it. They don't have qualified people to do it. They don't want to pay to send me out to somebody to do it outside the VA. I don't understand that. And then they say that they're not going to give me any pain medicine or any type of physical therapy on top of that. Well, if you're not going to operate on it, and you're not going to give me any physical therapy, you won't give me these steroid injections, you won't give me pain medication, what am I supposed to do? Smell some flowery patch that's got perfume on it. That's why so many veterans are dying. They're killing themselves because they're dying from pain.
Now, you said you have an appointment to see the psychiatrist. Was it to see the psychiatrist this weekend?
On Friday, yes,
Okay. Now, have you spoken to one of our suicide prevention coordinators?
I'm not sure. I've spoken to a bunch of people up there, and it's been going on for a long time. That's why I just decided, to set a line in the sand, that I'm not going to keep doing this. I can't continue to live like this, having to beg people for help. They send people over here that tell me they're going to help me, and then they don't do that. The guy comes over here and asks me if I know somebody he can hire to come over and help me. No, I don't know anybody you can hire to come over here and help me. How am I going to know somebody? I can't get outside of my house and do anything. Can't even go to church. Can't sit in a pew up there for an hour. I'll be hurting so bad when I get home, I can't stand it. So all I can do is lay down in the bed or lay down on the couch. And over the last week, I've just been in the bed. I don't even get out of the bed. I stay in the bed all day long. And all this treatment that's going in under the bridge is they don't even know what's wrong with my back. They're saying that they ain't seen my MRIs. They have no idea what's wrong with my back. The MRIs they got up there, 5, 6 years old. When they did the surgery on my back, I told them then, that would y'all please look at the rest of my back before y'all operate on me and make sure, there's not something else in my back that's causing this. Nope, we're sure, 100%, we know what we're doing. And I got so fed up with the VA, I got that Obamacare insurance and went to some doctors outside the VA, and they did a series of MRIs with them without contrast and said, yeah, you got 2 compression fractures in your thoracic spine and you got 5 bad discs in your neck. The VA doesn't even know about it because they ain't cared to bother to look. And I hand-delivered all them records to them when I moved back here from Alabama. I gave them all them radiology reports, and I've done a series of all the MRIs of all 3 parts, my cervical, my thoracic, and my lumbar. All of them are less than 3 months old, and like I said, I just got the bill that they sent out the invoice, what the billing was, on the same day they sent me the letter telling me I need to do them. But now they tell me I got to come to Houston to do them. I already told them I can't. That's just not something I can do. They're going to take me up there in an ambulance and bring me back home in an ambulance. They send cops over there, and the cops say, well, we'll take you up there, and take me up there and leave me up there. They sent me home in a cab. The VA paid for it. We don't do this all the time, but we'll do it this one time. Well, hell, y'all had to bring me up here. How y'all expect me to get back home? That's why y'all won't give me access to doctors there in the community where I live at. Tell me I got to be an hour. It's an hour drive to Houston with no traffic. But I got to take a shower. I got to get dressed. I got to go down the steps. I got to climb in and out of the vehicle. Ride all the way to Houston, climb out of the vehicle again, get into another chair, climb out of that chair, to sit in the chair in the waiting room for an hour. Go back there, get in and out of that table. Back up to the front of the hospital, get in the vehicle again, and drive all the way back home again. In the vehicle, out of the vehicle again. It's just too much on my back. I can't, all that up and down, I can't do. And like I said, I did the MRIs. I did all 3 of them at the hospital. The VA sent me over there to have them done, and then they're saying they don't have them. And the lady that runs the clinic down here said that she hand-delivered them up there. And I talked to her, and she just matter-of-fact about things. Oh, well, I took them up there to you, and I'll look at your chart and see what's happening. That was 2 days ago. I ain't heard back from her. So I just, like I said, I'm just trying to make some kind of a record that, somebody can file a wrongful death lawsuit when I die, because this is, the VA has just neglected me to death. And so I called the White House hotline up there, and they transferred me back to you. And like I said, I talked to somebody there yesterday, and the psychiatrist lady called me. What's it? She can't do nothing.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, you don't feel that the VA has helped you, or wanted to help you. Is there hold on, give me a second.
I have a YouTube page called VA Sucks 2015, and I got them people there standing in my living room lying to my face. the physician's assistant lady had this shit-eating grin on her face and just starts talking about orthopedic office, and it's like, lady, you're not supposed to be getting me an appointment with orthopedics. You're supposed to be getting me an appointment with neurology. You don't even know what the hell you're doing or what you're talking about. How in the hell can you come up here and tell me something you don't? And the other lady's on the phone with the property manager after telling me that he said that I could sign a lease up there and break it when I found a handicap accessible apartment. And he's like, no. If he signs a lease for a year, he's got to stay here for a year. So she just lied to me right to my face about that. Total incompetence. They just don't give a shit. You know, and I've been around and around this thing so many times. With the Veterans Choice Program, which Obama put into place, and it was the Mission Act that Trump put into place. They don't have no problem sending me over there to get my knee worked on, but when it came to my back, all of a sudden they're not wanting to do that. Now, I don't know why. Is it a money thing or what the deal is, but, you know, my neck is operable. There's surgery they can do to my neck, and there's some kind of process to cement them vertebrae in my back together. You know, when they talked about doing a bone scan at the pain management guy, all of them are saying all this stuff, but ain't nothing happened. For almost 3 years now, I've not even been able to get a steroid injection in my back.
Now, do you feel have you spoken to them and asked them why they won't give you the steroid injection?
Well, one day they told me because it makes your bones brittle. One of them told me because it makes you get some hump on your back of your neck. And then the day I was leaving out of the hospital, they were all of a sudden saying that they were going to give it to me. Mm-hmm. They gave me one in my knee. They weren't worried about making my... Sir?
I said, so did they give it to you after they said they would?
No, No, I'd already called my dad. My dad was coming to pick me up. I'd laid up there in the hospital, like I said, for 2 days with no medicine and no food. I couldn't eat. I had no appetite. So for 2 days, I laid up there. They came in there and told me that they didn't have my images. At that point, I lost all faith and confidence that anybody up there knows what the hell they're doing. They've got those records up there. The lady that runs the clinic here in Lake Jackson hand-delivered them those records up there. So somebody's lying, and they're just saying things so that they don't have to pay for it, or they don't have the ability to do it there and don't want to pay for you to go outside to get somebody to do it. I don't know what their issues are, but, you know, it's one lie after another one. I told them my penis is shriveling up inside my body. And one guy tells me it's because how old I am. It's not how old I am. There's something wrong with that. There's something causing that to happen. And I showed it to the doctor up there, and he starts talking about the size of my testicles. I'm like, say nothing about the size. My testicles have been like that my whole life, but my penis has not been like this my whole life. There's something caused my penis to do that. And they not even had said anything else about it. About this fluid that's on my feet. Got these puddles of fluid that's swelling up under my feet. I can't hardly walk. And they ain't said nothing about any of that. Hell, I can't, like I said, I can't get past this back pain to do anything about the rest of it. The most pressing issue in my life right now is not my swollen feet or my hurting knees. My rotator cuff is torn. My collarbone is messed up. And none of that really matters compared to this back pain. I can't survive this back pain.
Now, I know, right now, the back pain is the worst right now. Have you tried to go to the emergency room? I know you were admitted, but did you try to go to the emergency room and see if maybe there's somebody that can help you there, or have attempted a chiropractic visit or anything like that?
Yes, I tried chiropractors a long time ago. I've been having problems with my back since I was 22 years old. I hurt my back on the flight line when I was 22. And I'm telling you now that there was more than just that lower disc problem. It was all up my back. It just hadn't given way yet. But the physical abuse that I did to my body in the service of this country destroyed my back. Pulling this heavy equipment around the flight line by hand, by myself, tore my back up. By I was 22, it was already starting to give way, but it was one at a time. First it was one, then it was two, then they were in my neck, and then they were in my thoracic spine.
Now, have you attempted to go to the emergency room recently to see if there's anything that they can do, maybe even temporarily?
Yeah, I mean, they might give you some pain pills or something, but they're gonna give you like 7 days worth, and that's not even enough to even worry about. I mean, 7 days of that medicine is just gonna make you sick. And they all say the same thing: they don't treat chronic pain in the ER. You go in there. I might lay in there for a day. The last time I was not to lay up there in that ER for a day. And they all say the same thing, that we don't treat chronic pain in the ER. That's not what the ER is there for. The ER is there to stabilize you and get you to go to your doctor for a follow-up. And I go to the doctor, and they tell me to come up here to the hospital, and they don't have my records. And they're telling me to smell some flowers. It's just ridiculous. And I'm not the only one. I mean, I can go on the internet and pull up all these different veterans that have committed suicide for the same reason, that they can't endure their pain anymore. The guy had kidney stones. My buddy had hip problems. He worked on the planes. I worked on the equipment that worked on the planes. He worked on the planes. So when you work on the planes, you kind of walk around on that plane like a duck. You've got to squat down and kind of waddle around underneath the wings and the flaps and the bombs and stuff. Tore his hips up. They wouldn't help him. He ended up taking so much over-the-counter pain medication that his stomach started to bleed, and he died from that.
Now, have you ever tried to kill yourself before?
Yes, a couple of times.
When was the last time?
The last serious time was, I mean, they've all been serious, but like I went out into the Gulf of Mexico down there and waded out neck-deep water, shoot myself out there, thinking if I shoot myself and don't die from the bullet, I'll drown to death. So, but all I had was a little 9mm, and that 9mm is just not. But I didn't have no money. And, I got money. Money's not my problem. I went and bought a .45, and that .45 is not going to. If I shoot myself with that, I won't be surviving that. But I took a bunch, I went there with this back, and they were giving me all this hydrocodone, 5 of them hydrocodones a day, telling them that my doctor in Austin said I can't take that much acetaminophen, and that these hydrocodone pills aren't working. I'd been treated with fentanyl in the past and morphine, and that the hydrocodone is like 3 steps down from the pain medicine that I'd been taking. Once you build up a tolerance to that stuff, you can't go back down the ladder. I was trying to tell them that, and they just say, well, you're either a drug addict or a drug dealer. So, you won't help with your back pain. The only way you're going to get that is upstairs. So they send me to psychiatry people. And they put me on this methadone, something that they give heroin addicts or something. I told them I wasn't a drug addict. I've never taken heroin in my life. that my back and my neck are killing me, and the hydrocodone is not strong enough to help me. And they put me on that methadone up there. And after about 4 years of taking that, it wasn't working. And for those 4 years I was taking it, all that medicine did was knock me out. I could sleep 2 or 3 days in a row sometimes on that medicine, but it wasn't helping me get better. It wasn't strong enough that I could get up and go do stuff. Just strong enough that I could lay there in bed and not be aching. But getting out of the house and going to the grocery store, or going to the clinic down there, whatever I had to do, after about 4 years, that medicine wasn't working anymore either. You know, I tried to tell them that, and I was in the homeless veterans program, and this joker was coming over there and lying to me about his role. I told him I can't climb these stairs anymore, and they're telling us that this property is being sold. We got to be out of here by this date, and I'd like to, find a handicap accessible apartment that I could live in, so that I could do all these daily tasks out of my wheelchair. I could cook, do all this kind of stuff. Wide doorway so I could get my wheelchair in and out of the bathroom and out the front door. And this dumbass tells me that there's no such thing as a handicap accessible apartment. And I'm like, dude, I already know that there's handicap accessible apartments. A lot of these senior citizen complexes will take handicapped people. They'll have 7 to 10% of their occupancy would be just handicapped people. So you didn't necessarily have to be over 55 or whatever it was to get in there. And he's telling me that there's no such thing, and I know that there are. And then he's telling me to put my stuff in storage and live in my car for a little while so they can figure out what to do. And I just gave up. Took like 14 days of that medicine at one time. That I still to this day don't know how I survived it. But I did, and it went downhill from there. Man, they told me to come to the ER. They sent the Houston Fire Department over there. The paramedics, everybody was in there just getting my vital signs, all this, that, and the other. And said, when did you ingest all this medicine? I told him it was yesterday morning. He's like, it's been 24 hours since you took all that medicine? I said, yes. He's like, man, if there's anybody you know, your mom or somebody come over here, we're not even going to take you to the hospital. There's somebody, we can make sure you're safe, somebody here. The VA is telling him, no, they need to bring him down here, They took me down there to the car. And I thought, I was going up there to talk to the psychiatrist people because I was not taking all that medicine. And the next day, I become real sick from not having it anymore. So, I better go down there and talk to this guy because it ain't going to get any better. And I went down there, they brought me into the ER, which I didn't think nothing about, because they were getting here and do my vital signs or whatever. They came upstairs to talk to the psychiatrist guy. They came in there and they bagged me with some of that saline solution or whatever. And then some guy comes in there and he looks real funny. He's looking at me real funny. And squirts something into that bag and leaves out of the room real fast. And I'm like, what is this guy tripping on, man? He's coming in here and put some medicine in this bag and now he's running out of here like a rat. They injected that Narcan into that bag. You're not supposed to use that Narcan on people that ain't unconscious to begin with, and you're not supposed to use that on anybody that's been on any type of long-term methadone like I had been on for 4 years, and that stuff just set my whole body on fire. And you're probably suffering from some nerve damage from that. I don't know, but it was not the right thing to do. And I woke up there in the medical wing of the hospital, and then they just sent me back home. the guy that was supposed to be helping me find a place to live then takes vacation and leaves out of there the week I'm being evicted.